A Democratic Virginian candidate is getting some flack from conservative media right now because she used to upload of her with her husband, I think. You'd think conservatives would be celebrating a videotaped and broadcasted example of traditional marital roles, but apparently they're not. She's got some guns too, apparently, so, that's cool, I guess. Susanna Gibson, who's running for a seat in state's House of Delegates, called report gutter politics. They found out that she was throwing it back on video in exchange for tips. That is how it works. That is true. She and her husband engaged in sex acts, live stream online platform, blah, blah. Susanna Gibson, a nurse practitioner and a first-time candidate seeking a seat in Virginia's House of Delegates, shared the videos on a platform called Chatterbait. You don't say. The videos, which were first reported by the Washington Post and then confirmed by the Associated Press. That's great, by the way. Really, really putting our journalistic chops to head here. Show Gibson urging viewers to provide tips in the form of Chatterbait tokens in exchange for her performance of specific sex acts with her husband. I love the way that this is being... I've long thought about this because the thing is, like, nowadays, basically everybody puts everything online. Like, relative to previous generations of Americans, like, it's like, oh, you want to find an old selfie, you want to find, like, the old OnlyFans account or whatever. It's more and more and more and more people, which means either... like, politics is going to be reserved almost exclusively for the, like, Oxford psychopaths whose parents, like, didn't give them a phone till they were 14, and they lived in, like, a Mormon household, so they never posted anything salacious online or whatever. Or we're just going to have to socially normalize the fact that dick pics are just going to be out there for politicians, you know? It's so meaningless. Only the Amish? Yeah, only the Amish are going to be able to be government officials because only they will have pure internet histories. That's true. According to the Post report, a Republican operative first alerted the newspaper to the existence of the videos, which had been archived on another site. In a statement, Gibson denounced the report as a form of gutter politics and, quote, an illegal invasion of my privacy designed to humiliate me and my family. Now, I do take issue with her response here. It is gutter politics. That is true. However... it's not revenge at all. She put it on Chatterbait. It's not revenge porn. We're not talking about leaking private nude photos. It was she produced. I don't like her framing it as an illegal invasion of my privacy. If anything, I feel like it would be better if she owned it. It actually is an illegal invasion to share it because of DMCA. It's not revenge porn, but it is illegal to share. Okay, but it's not... the way it's being framed here, illegal invasion of my privacy, doesn't really gel with publicly producing. I think it would be a lot better from her perspective to own it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, people liked seeing me and my husband bang, well, I don't know how exactly she'd go about phrasing it. Like, she could do that curt kind of like, oh, it was fun, but I'm doing something new now, or she could do like a, yeah, haha. I don't think this works necessarily because I don't think this buys back any of the votes that you lose by having a history in porn. I don't know what liberal would care for it either, except I guess it does get your name in the newspapers. It won't intimidate me and it won't silence me. My political opponents and the Republican allies have proven they're willing to commit a sex crime to attack me and my family because there's no line they won't cross to silence women when they speak up. I don't think leaning in on the civility politics button is a good response to this. Of course, she's right in that the people attacking her are vile, whatever. I think owning it would probably be better, but who knows? Whatever. I'm not a expert. A lawyer representing Gibson, Daniel P. Watkins, that's a real name, told the Post the videos may have violated Virginia's revenge. Adding, we are working closely with state and federal official law enforcement. Okay. It's not like you're a lawyer. No, I'm not a lawyer. That's true. I think, look, it's pretty obvious that in line with sort of the Democrats' broad shift towards progressive politics, we're going to see a lot more acknowledgement of and discussion of things like and sex work. Republicans have been discussing stuff like bans, like blocking access to a website unless you upload your driver's license or whatever, stuff like that. And obviously sex work in many contexts is banned. In terms of prostitution, it's banned broadly, except for like Las Vegas or whatever. And in terms of like OnlyFans stuff, people on the right are like very culturally against it. The thing is that like, even if something like 40% of the country is super, super anti, like, oh, if you do OnlyFans, you're a whore or whatever else, like 90% of the country actually jerks off the. So it's kind of like a ubiquitous thing. And I think that Democrats have to do more to embrace some of the, like, I don't think you can meaningfully push back on conservative evangelical prudishness without radically adopting acceptance of the alternative of positivity. Does that make sense? Like, I don't think the Democrats should concede on that and do this like, oh, well, I don't approve of that behavior myself, but she has a right to run if she wants. I don't think that this like staunch, moderate approach towards stuff like that is effective at all, because it doesn't excite anyone on the left and it doesn't win back anyone on the right. I mean, people are going to care about this, even though it's really dumb. With her husband too, like that's rare. How many chicks on Chatterbait are with their husbands? You know, true. Mormons hate gays, yet their most searched term on Pornhub is lesbian. The most common areas for searching up of trans people is in the like Bible Belt. You know, it's so stupid. Honestly, I love that for them. Yeah, it's cute. I wonder how it'll go though. Yeah, they're just proving that they're having committed marital sex. I mean, you'd think they'd like that. High stakes Virginia election. How high stakes is this? The revelation marked an explosive turn in a contest that'll carry weight in determining the balance of power in the Virginia General Assembly. The race has attracted large amounts of spending and interest for an off-year legislative race. I guess what I'm curious about is like, how would she not be ready for this? Is this her being ready for this? If you literally used to do porn, like, obviously that would come up at some point while running. Why is the chat behaving that way? I don't know. Looking at the revenge porn laws for Virginia, that might have a really good case. Maybe. I don't know. Are revenge porn laws even real, man? The Republicans, Marjorie Taylor Greene literally was like holding up nude images of Hunter Biden in Congress. And those weren't like distributed images. Those were just like, yeah, I don't know. Is this real? I don't know.
It's death to Western imperialism, NATO, and white supremacy. And to get this party started, let's go ahead and do this. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a very soy flag burning, I have to say.
You mad?
Okay, I take it back. This is a very soy flag burning.
About it. Death to America.
How are you going to say death to America when you're literally using your dad's backyard barbecue? Like you're burning the American flag on the most American symbol imaginable, you know? This is like the definition of using the master's tools to dismantle the master's manner. Who is this? Fucking know.